When I said that we would be right back, I was not no liar, because we are right back here for game number 2 of UBC versus McMaster.
So, it turns out that any dispel actually works on the on-disc.
That's bad.
Dispellable with any dispel. That item is... I'm very disappointed with the on-disc. Damn.
I think
Quite
that
an expensive
alone,
item.
yeah, that alone would be a good change for it, right? To just make it strong dispels only, because it definitely. I remember when it first came out, you felt like it was underwhelming, and it hasn't seen that many changes.
Yeah. I mean, how many weak dispellables are there? Weak dispels are in there in the game anymore, actually. Especially with the diffusal blade no longer purging.
That is true. I guess, yeah, Aeon Disc has seen a number of changes. Recipe costs reduced over and over again. Recipe costs reduced, what is this, 400 gold over the history of the item, which isn't that old, in 3 instances. McMaster's just gonna ban the Shadow Demon.
That's interesting, Ben. I mean... yeah, I mean, it's a hero they have basically, I'm sure,
no experience
playing against. Yeah, that's
Why
crazy.
would they?
That Shadow Demon was so annoying. That Shadow Demon basically completely ruined that Death Prophet's game. Continuous dispel. Clockwork pickup for McMasters.
UBC gets themselves the Tusk. This is gonna be fun. Up. Flexed his muscle on the Slardar. And I feel like Tusk is one of those heroes that'll be right in his wheelhouse as well.
Yeah. And Ku with the Ancient Apparition as well. Ku has been he's been at the right place at the right time every single time, and I feel like we're going to be seeing great Ice Blast this game as well. Wow, interesting. Shadow Fiend getting banned out from McMaster. I was going to think that McMaster might be looking to be with the Shadow Fiend for that Clockwork synergy.
Mind games, maybe.
Yeah.
Although they could have just let UBC ban it.
Yeah.
I don't know, yeah, very interesting.
They just want to play against. They don't want to play against it, but I find like Underlord and Clockwork can be okay against Shadow Fiend, but maybe they have a different mid in mind. Seconds.
Ancient Apparition, I already like this combo with the Tusk because they can drop the chili fingers and roll a whole team in. It doesn't matter if you have melees if they can all just get in there quick with a snowball.
Yeah. A lot of actually Potion 5s are taken off the table here. Shadow Shaman and Witch Doctor, the choice of bans for UBC. And of course, Shadow Demon that we saw last game is banned away as well. Disruptor, still a pick that's available. Disruptor, another very high tier support currently available. And
I was going to say Shadow Shaman, that kind of vanilla pick still available. No, he's not.
Yeah.
He is banned.
So many of them are banned. I think Disruptor looks good. Disruptor is great against Tusk. If he does any snowball shenanigans and gets anyone inside, he can catch multiple people within kinetic field.
Yep. Great.
And not like they have much options anyways.
Great with the Clockwork, great with the Underlord as well.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I can see Disruptor. Otherwise, what other Potion 5s are like popular right now? Can't really think of which.
I'm used to just seeing Shadow Shaman, Witch Doctor every single game.
Yeah, Shadow Shaman, Witch Doctor, Ancient Apparition, Disruptor. These are like I think the most popular supports right now when it comes to Potion 5. Naga Siren, but she's used Potion 4. She's banned as well. UBC taking some time here on their reserve time. They actually had like full reserve time by the time they reached final pick in game 1. But I think they really can come into game 1 with a solid plan in mind and execute it perfectly.
I've been seeing a little bit more Lion, but I just don't see it here.
Yeah, Lion saw some playing DAC. But every single time I saw Lion, he was just like tanking smoke kicks. But he's okay, yeah. He's got some CC and stuff like that. But yeah, Shadow Shaman usually seems to be like the better version of Lion nowadays. But if you do need some additional damage rather than tower pushing potential, Shadow Shaman Lion is the way to go. But Lion doesn't have that sick auto attack that Shadow Shaman does, which I think is the biggest differentiation factor between the two heroes. If Lion had like that kind of damaging auto attacks or able to like kind of like trade blow for blow against off laners, he might be more available.
Yeah. So UBC burning a lot of reserve time. They're gonna go for OD as their mid. Not
Lots of
surprising.
UBC has lots of saves already. They did really well with Ku's Disruptor last game, so I think that's kind of like a common thing within their draft. They like to draft saves.
Yep.
5 seconds.
Yep. Shadow Demon ban. All right. Well, our mid can OD. Don't even sweat it, McMaster. Says the UBC. All right, Juggernaut. Yeah, a real man. Both teams.
Unero. Yeah, Juggernaut, good pick against me. If you feel like you need the Magic Community, Magic Community is great against OD, good against Tusk. Although actually not great against Tusk, never mind. He can get punched up into the air, so won't be able to reliably blade Battle Fury TP away. But can be decent against Ancient Apparition, able to purge off the cold feet off of yourself. Be able to fight somewhat into the Ice Blast. But Faceless Void, great hero against lots of melee heroes, and well, you know, McMaster got 3.
Yeah, and when Faceless is picked up, you usually think, okay, we want to make sure that their team is also able to put damage in the Chrono, which they've got OD already, and Ancient Apparition, classic combination with Faceless Void. UBC very solid looking here. Now McMaster, if they're going to have any hope of killing a lot of these guys, they're going to need some AoE silence. Big silences are lockdown, right? OD, jump on him, he astrals. Faces, jump on him, he time walks. Tusk, jump on him, he just snowballs. What do they need here, Golgi? An Orchid Carrier, someone with a natural silence stun.
Yeah, at least when it comes to getting Faceless Void, Roots do the job as well, because they'll prevent him from blinking away. But yeah, you're right. Silence would do a great work here. Even, yeah, as you said, an Orchid Carrier.
Death Prophet already banned out by UBC, so they're not gonna have that one on the table.
Queen of Pain can get
Puck for the Orchid, maybe Puck, but then they could be lacking in the damage department.
Yeah, but Co-op can be vulnerable to Faceless Void if she doesn't be careful.
Yeah.
But for sure they need to start picking range heroes, and Viper is going to pick here. Good against Faceless Void actually within that pit, because Ancient Apparition Faceless Void that come with so much damage, because Ancient Apparition lay down the Ice Vortex, which increases the magic damage taken, and then Faceless Void hits you with the double damage time lock within the Chronosphere, which hits you for so much. And Viper that can lay down the break in the Chronosphere means Faceless Void won't be getting bashes within his own Chronosphere, which is basically all of his damage. Jakiro, great ban from UBC because McMaster is looking for their position 5 still, and Jakiro can obviously put some damage into that Chronosphere.
Yeah, even area deny it makes sure that Faceless won't be that useful in his own Chrono, or will have to take a lot of damage to stay in it.
I still think Disruptor looks fantastic here.
Absolutely.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I'll pick the Disruptor.
Talking about that instant silence, or that silence,
yep.
Disruptor.
There you go. And Faceless Void time walks away, you can just blink him back or pull him back with Disruption. Tusk same deal with him as well. OD usually like to imprison himself and blink away, you can get him back with that. So yeah, I like Disruptor.
10 seconds remaining.
And you can throw some obviously damage into the Chronosphere. Even if Faceless Void like, you know, blinks in and initiates, you just send him back.
The Bane.
Bane instead, though.
I guess he's got good range for.
I don't know.
But it's single
There's
target.
Tusk
yeah.
and OD. There's Tusk and OD. There's saves. Yeah, I don't know. I think Disruptor was the right pick.
Now UBC going for their offlaner, right? What are they looking for?
10 seconds remaining.
I just feel Legion Commander here, like they've got that lockdown. They've already got plenty of defensive. Single target lockdown wouldn't be terrible. Gank frontline. Not necessarily frontline, but you get what I'm saying.
I think having another initiator would be nice here. You don't want to just fully rely on Faceless Void. just a frontliner, actually, frontline initiator would be great because they don't have frontline now. Face Void is pretty squishy. OD same as all. Who can frontline here? Underlord's taken away. Centaur?
Yeah,
Centaur could work.
Centaur would be great.
They could go Sand King. Sand King hasn't been bad.
I was thinking that, but he's gonna be his. He's not gonna be. I guess if he's the one going in with his epicenter, very interesting.
Okay,
That
no,
will
DK
do that though.
Yeah. No, DK is a great frontliner. It's doesn't have as much of initiation potential as Centaur or
Sand King.
Centaur or Sand King yet, but Dragon Knight has the frontline potential that I think is even tankier than Centaur actually, with a little bit more items.
Yeah.
And
Contributes.
I guess
a
you don't
little
want to pick a Centaur into. No, I guess Viper still is can crap on Dragon Knight as well with that break, but yeah. I guess Dragon Knight can even deal damage into a Chronosphere. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be why they picked the Dragon Knight over stuff like Centaur.
bit. Yeah, but the thing with the Nether Toxin, it's some more much needed more complexity to Viper, which he's still not complex. The counter to it is, you know, take a step to the right.
Yeah.
And just don't stand in the goo.
Remaining.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
All right, but both teams picked up here going into game number 2.
I like UBC's
Master.
draft.
I like UBC's draft more as well, which is a shame because I want to see McMaster hit back hard. But they've got, depending on how this laning phase goes, they've got like a team that can turn on pretty hard at the 10 to 15 minute mark, if they choose to build it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, this Viper, if this Viper does well within the lane against Big Pump Thur, is a good. Yeah, as you said, just roll this game over. Big Pump Thur with a level 6 OD. With all the runes.
Oh boy.
Up has all the runes as well on the Tusk level 5.
That means good things for seeing some sad face ice shards.
You wanna see, let's check out the relic on Big Bun Theory on his silver OD. 7 Astral Blink escape combos, 14 Sanity's Eclipse kills. Looks like those are pretty new. He has no imprisonment leading to kills or 4 hero Sanity Eclipses, so yeah, he most like picked up those pretty recently.
Hurricane Pike damage, that's a fun stat.
That's a good one actually. Already got 9,621 damage with that. That's sweet.
It's got 110,000 pure damage pumped out. 116 kills. 2,400 int stolen. That's some stupid heroes. Let's go check out Tusk too. You said he had them. He had them all, right?
He got Warless Punch kills. That's a fun stat. Although you probably won't get too much playing support Tusk.
Snowballs into kills. Oh man, what a stat! What a stat!
I think the
shards
best
into
ones,
kills. Oh my god!
I start leading to kills. That's the stat you care about on Tusk. That's his bread and butter. He has a damage from invisibility.
I saw that. That was quite questionable. I guess because Shadowblade used to be a build on him, like as a core.
Carry Tusk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for that crit, that Daedalus Shadowblade.
Yep.
Oh, actually he has a crit damage
Yeah.
on 8,400. But I guess that's just crit on the
Walrus Punch. Yeah.
not the Daedalus.
And it already
Daedalus.
crits, right?
Yeah. 350% crit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're making me feel crazy. All right. Let me see here. So UBC is going to be here on the Radiant. We got McMaster once again on the Dire, reprising their roles as some red dudes. Scary red dudes. UBC smoked up, coming through the mid. Are they going to get themselves another Blood?
Yeah, McMaster turned this around last time. But UBC going into the top jungle, last time they went to the bottom jungle and did not turn out very well. Game crash here for Studying this time. Ooh, Studying was playing the Slaughter last game. Looks like they switched up here. Yeah, up is going to be the Tusk and the Studying is going to be the offlaner.
Ah. No, Studying is the safe laner, right? Or actually,
Studying was the Slaughter. Shinny Baba was a safe lane.
I guess my question is, okay, yeah, I guess Shinny Baba would be staying in the safe lane. I was just thinking, is this going to be a utility void or a core void?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a utility void because I'm assuming Shinny Baba is going to reprise his role as a safe lane.
Yeah, I agree. But it is very flexible. They can send that DK
Very
off
true.
lane.
Very true. Things coming out. Yeah, looks like this is not going to probably meet anyone. Look how safe Lucky is playing on the Underlord.
He's not having any of this. Especially because his team, they don't see...
30 seconds to battle.
McMasters doesn't see any of UBC yet. So they're very wary to exist anywhere.
Drop the ward. Lucky pokes his head out now,
Good fine
but
studying.
all the UBC heroes are gone. But then again, Tusk is staying around.
Oh, Luki's going in.
The battle begins.
Who's going to get this bounty rune?
There's going to be
Lucky gets it.
Which means it's a 3 rune start for McMaster.
Well, Lucky now in trouble. If he dies, it's not worth it. Oh, even
Chilling
Chilling
Finger's
Touch
gonna,
coming up.
he's TPing, but are they have the damage. Chilling Touch more than enough. Actually, just barely enough, I should say.
Yeah.
Chilling
Should have
Touch,
started
man,
peeping out
hurts.
immediately.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as soon as the
that-
shards went out, he'd know that they didn't have Snowball to interrupt.
I guess he could have gotten really unlucky with the time lock as well. 10% chance on the level. He could have leveled up, but that means Faces Boy has to at least commit the level 1 time lock for a chance to get that.
Yeah,
I'm not sure
that's-
about that.
That would be a questionable play. Studying is going to get run down right now here by McMaster. We'll have to time lock out of there.
Yeah, it's an off lane in Faces Void. Force him to take the level 1 time lock. That's awful. If it's a safe lane, then okay, but if it's an off lane, it's so bad.
In the top, not a lot of pressure going on. Most of the pressure that we're going to see is here on the bottom, trying to keep Studying out of the lane. Does have his time walk up. Lucky now running away, taking a lot of damage. Chilling Touch. Don't underestimate, boys and girls. Lucky will make it under the tower, and Clockwork's going to show up. He gets some cogs out, up, takes a little bit of damage, and now they're returning with some Firestorm damage. Vinar's trying to run in and get Big Bun Theory, but Ku and Up will take that with their face, and Vinar gets turned around on and blown up.
Very well played by Up and Ku there. As you said, splitting that barrier assault away from Bun Theory, letting him walk out there, no problem, salving Up and turning that kill around.
He just formed a human wall there. You were not getting to him today.
No, he's like the get down, Mr. President, and they just cover him with their own bodies from the terrorist Clockwork.
High end is going to be facing up against Studying now. It looks like the support's out of the lane.
Oh,
for a little
Lucky
bit.
again in trouble. Oh no.
Oh, the shards.
Man, Underlord is not looking like a good hero in this series.
No, yeah, he's looking like he's made out of glass in this lane. Chilling Touch, man, ain't nothing to mess with. Especially when
gonna be
they've
a lane
already got
swap, though.
themselves a snowball.
So Lucky now is going to go against the Faces Boy. Much better lane for Lucky. Of course, in this lane, Entropy Aura is going to do a lot more against that Faces Void. And a melee hero is going to be very hard for him to avoid the Firestorm damage.
But they're already rotating the top lane. It looks like Big Bun Theory's here in the bottom. Support should show up soon. They're going to make a pit stop here by mid. See what they can pull off while they're smoked up.
Shiva obviously
Snowball,
very healthy.
yeah, here we go. Yikes, caught behind the shards. Snowball gonna bring the rest of his team. He is able to get away from the cold feet, and Yikes could make it away from here. Just a little bit of damage into Up, and Yikes is just fine. Up will have a snowball in 6 seconds. Ice shards in 3. Yikes trying to make his way away. He's getting the poison damage onto him. Up is. Oh, they get the cold feet, and These shards come in. Up is going to be there for the rotation. It took a while, but they are finally going to be able to clean it. Vinar jumps onto Ku with that battery assault while Noise goes to town on the Tusk. Going to be able to take both of them out as a return, but it will be a Viper, a core loss.
Yeah, I was very scared from McMaster there because a lot of these games were happening for UBC, and with no rebuttal here from McMaster, but a great rotation that at least became up the supports. But you said, yeah, Viper got nothing out of that. The supports are benefiting from that kill.
They got a Nightmare out on OD. Luki's coming in. He's got Pit leveled up. Oh, he drops the Firestorm. OD is just going to run to the trees, buy a little bit of time, and now Up is going to be here. Blocks him out for a little bit. Big Bun is looking okay. Even Ku's coming in. They got the boys. Vinar's going to have to drop the cogs and go to safety now. Big Bun Theory's caught out quite far. Luki dropping the Firestorm again, and both teams going to be able to survive this without any losses.
Yeah, just constant rotation here from Sport, making sure their carriers are staying safe. And the Nightmare obviously level 1, not enough time for Vinar to get there with the clogs.
Time is money.
Nightmare onto Up. Up did drop some some shards that will buy him a little bit of time, but the cogs are in, and they are able to turn it around onto him. Ku and Big Bun gonna hit up the shrine, drop themselves off for it, while the rest of McMaster head back to lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, interesting. High End is actually playing the Juggernaut this time, and Yikes is playing the Viper, so it's going to be... And that's a lane swap as well on the mid laner and the safe laner. Of course, the same thing happening in UBC. Shinny Baba is going to the mid lane, Dragon Knight, Big Bun Theory on that safe lane OD. Lots of rotations.
Yes. Well, we got a snowball coming in onto Yikes. Yikes will get hit, but he wisely backs out, because it took quite a bit to get that snowball where they needed it.
Yeah, thanks to that, they had a high ground ward there. Yikes saw that coming. If not, they could maybe turn that into a kill with the shards into cold feet.
Right, first dragon
Might be a
form is
Flasher in the
Baba.
box.
Yeah, bottom looks like it's posturing up as well. Big Bun Theory is out in front. In the meantime, Shinny Baba again. He's got that dragon form up. We'll be looking to put some damage on the tower if he can. There we go. It's going to be a snowball into Vinar. Vinar cold feeted up, caught inside the cogs. Caught inside of his own cogs and ice shards and snowball and everything that they've got.
Yeah, this roaming duo has been so much more successful on the HF Ridge.
Yikes! Yikes is turning around on a Shinny Baba. Shinny Baba, his dragon's gonna get taken out. Who wins? Creepy flying slug poison thing or dragons? Well, it's creepy flying slug poison thing.
I mean, Dragon Knight is also a green dragon as well, so...
I guess Viper is a bit of a Drake-looking thing, right? He's not a real dragon. I don't think.
Isn't he a Nether Drake? Isn't that what he's called?
Something.
Would that make him a
That
Drake?
sounds right. I guess. I suppose. I didn't bone up on the lore for that one. I know Pugner used to own him as a pet.
Oh, really?
But that's neither here nor there because Yikes did win that fight up against Shinny Baba 1v1. Very well played by him.
Mr. Vidlar is going to be invisible.
Ooh, they catch Shinny Baba in the cogs, but it's a counter initiation. Here comes the snowball. They found Vinar. Yikes is caught inside of the into the shards. Ku and Up. They're going to do everything they can to make sure they block up Yikes. Yikes is trying to go for the damage so much, but he just doesn't have it. Shinny Baba is going to survive while Yikes goes down under the tower. I think he knew he was dead already and just went for it.
Yeah. Oh, it's so unfortunate there. I mean, they caught the Dragon Knight on his high ground, which meant Viper had to be doing damage on the low ground because the cogs were blocking his way, and he missed a lot of
Big Bun. Oh, Big Bun!
Knight.
He gets his wand off, and that is enough to make Luki turn tail and run, but it was already too late. One more orb did him in.
Radiant's bottom
This is not looking good for McMaster, this
I would
laning
say
phase.
so.
And, yeah, and I would not say their late game is better either. I think the late game actually looks like UBC's favored in that one.
Yeah, UBC, if it goes late, UBC
Shinny
looks
Baba
like...
gets
Yeah?
Viper struck.
Viper
actually.
struck. Yikes is chasing him down under the tower. Will be able to get him this time. No rotations in to save him this. for UBC.
Yeah, Shinigami just made a mistake there. He was getting greedy for one last hit before going back home and just went too close to the breed fire and just immediately the Viper Strike catching him out.
Say that he flew too close to the sun?
I would not ever call Viper anything close to the sun, but
No,
yeah,
Shini
I guess-
Baba.
Oh yes.
Lukey, this is one thing that Underlord will do. He pushes his lane, or he gets 6, and he just goes aggressively into other lanes. Dark Rift used up immediately. Oh, okay. I thought he was going to cancel it.
Did a
But
lot
yeah,
of
he'll-
damage there with the Firestorm though.
Yep, he'll posture up very aggressively in a lane to make sure that people or waves behind him can push. Didn't get a lot of damage there, but forced rotations in attention into the mid. Studying, he just used his time walk. Vinar's going to come in. They've got the battery assault going onto him. TP's coming in from OD is going to stop the aggression. Omni Slash used, and not enough to get the kill. That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah, that was a
is
full
under
Omni
attack.
Slash onto him, but it is an Agi hero that needs a bit of armor. And he was at basically at full health. Thanks to using the time walk to get a lot of the Blade Fury damage off. And that Clockwork just isn't doing the damage right now.
Yeah. Didn't have cogs to hold him at the time either. That would have been a pretty big deal, but
Yeah, if they can hold him in the cogs, then Juggernaut can obviously jump into the cogs thanks to the Omni Slash.
Ryan's trying to fight up against Studying. Studying doing a little more damage, but Hyan does have his healing ward, which will now expire.
Yukuki has haste.
Shinibaba's going to take a Viper Strike, though. He turns into Dragon Form. Vinar gets behind him and uses the cogs to block him up. Now, Vinar and Dragon Knight inside of the Ice Shard. Dragon Knight will be the first to go down. They lose Vinar, but very good gank there.
Yeah, that was also another Toxin finally picked up. That's such a value point, even like to 1 point against the Dragon Knight. It currently is peeling off 9 armor and 8 health regen for him just standing on there. Another Toxin doing so much work.
If you look at the death summary on Dragon Knight 2, he was broken the whole time from that.
Yeah. Great cogs positioning.
Alright, coming out of the laning phase, we are having the top 3 network slots occupied here by UBC.
That's surprising.
It's pretty close, actually. Closer than I expected it to be. The main difference being in the offlaners.
Yeah, the offlaner Void actually doing the best in the game right now. Meanwhile, looking not doing so well.
Vinar caught inside of some shards. He's going to get cold feeted. They do get TPs in from high end. Will be able to stop the gank from happening. 2 could be getting chased down. There we go. Omni Slash is more than enough to do it. Oh, dropping a Pit of Malice. Lukey taking a ton of damage. We've got Hyan trying to come in from the back line. Hyan, he's got Blade Fury available in just a moment. Oh, and Big Bun Theory, he's going to find Vinar. Noise comes in, he gets the Fiend's Grip out onto OD underneath the tower. High End gets caught inside the Chrono, but it's not enough to save the OD, even to be able to turn around and get the Tusk as well. Now Studying, last one remaining from this fight, will be able to time walk out of there, but this is the kind of stuff McMaster has a tendency to win big engagements like these.
Baba is double
But
damage.
yeah, now High End as well, gonna eat the Ice Blast, turning around. Noise should have no way out of here. Dark Rift coming in from Lukey. They kill the creep that he's coming in on before he can come. Noise still making it out under the tower, but will get time walked and blocked up in the trees. There they go, they're gonna take it. Shinibaba still has quite a bit of Dragon Form left, so they should be looking to take this tier 1 tower. UBC, that is.
Dire structures are fortified.
There was a Fiend's Grip obviously we saw on the Big Bun Theory, and it was channeled to full duration. Up tried to save the OD. He went right next to the OD and snowballed up, but somehow could not get OD inside his own snowball. I don't know what happened there, but the snowball was right underneath OD, and I swear to God I looked close enough, but could not pick him up, which resulted in OD's death. Oh, OD barely dodges the Esper puts in top lane.
High End gets the gets the healing ward down. Now the rest of the supports are here. Noise, no Nightmare, no Fiend's Grip.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Nothing to take down the OD right now.
Rock it on.
Alright, yep. Oh man, look at McMaster. UBC's got the core leads here, not by a lot. The supports on McMaster looking a little bit healthier, actually now looking pretty average. And they're going to be able to get Fiend's Grip out onto Faceless Void. Lots of damage. Is going to be able to get the time walk back. Shinibama is here to soak up the battery assault, but it won't be enough. Now Vinar's frontlining it up. We'll have another set of cogs ready in 6 seconds. Shinibama is getting Blade Fury down. They use the snowball to buy themselves a little bit of time. Omni Slash comes out. They get the kill onto the Dragonite. Now up, running underneath the tower. Big Bun Theory is going to come in, and they're going to cut him out with the cogs and just make sure they can get him the hell out of here. Oh, but Vinar and High End are going to get cut out by a very nicely placed set of Ice Shards. High End turns around, Blade Fury up onto up. Now Vinar, both Vinar and High End gonna eat an Ice Blast immediately into the Sanity's Eclipse. Noise, the last one left, gonna try and make his way out of here. Big One Theory not gonna be able to catch him, and Nice will be the sole survivor. And that was a protracted fight. Did we catch everything we did? It will still be a small net worth advantage going towards McMaster.
Yeah, they did get the Dragon Knight and the Face of Void after all. But Big Bun Theory is getting really scary. With that fight, he takes the network lead here on this hero. Going to be cancelled in the mid lane.
Yeah, I think it was just trying to force him back because he knew that he didn't have anyone with. Vinar caught inside of his own cogs right now, going to eat an Ice Blast into the Chrono. 2 more on the backside of the Chrono. Lukey taking a little bit of damage, but they will be able to force Faceless Void back with no other casualties from that Chronosphere up. Caught inside of the Pit of Malice right now. He's going to get hit again, but in the front end, High End taking quite a lot of damage. Does not have his healing ward. There we go. Going to drop it, try and top his team off and see if they can get a counter initiation. No, it looks like the damage is already done. And pretty even there. 4 for 4.
No, that won't go over. They want a tower as well. If they can kill Shinibama, that'd be
there
great.
we go. Catching Shinibama in the Pit of Malice. Shinibama quite low. And OD even getting caught by the Fiend's Grip. McMaster turning it around. They want to go to a game 3. But it will be their first.
Pretty bad there. But now the mid game fight obviously coming in with Viper looking very strong. And Underlord, he doesn't need a good lane to be a good hero on this hero. And last game we saw the same as well. Underlord had a disastrous lane, but he had a huge impact, and we've seen that again on the Underlord.
Yikes, trying to go aggressively on a studying. They've got the vision from the rocket flare, and the hook shot's gonna come in. Undying still underneath. Oh, the cogs with no time walk available yet. Another good pickup there for McMaster.
Yeah, if they can keep chaining these off, McMaster they might actually have a chance here. Of course, they do have a bit of a time limit here with having a Viper on their team, especially going against a OD and Faceless Void or Powerhouse in the late game.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
Blink Dagger gets picked up by Dragon Knight. That's the second initiation we were looking for.
Now, a big thing for UBC is we got to give our signature line for any Faceless Void game is it's going to depend a lot on the Chronospheres for UBC to stay in this game and take it late.
Yeah, not as much this game though. This game there are some insurances, even if Faceless Void does miss his Chronosphere. There is that Dragon Knight initiate with his Blink Dragon Tail, and OD can do a huge amount of damage even without Faceless Void's help. And great place, Ice Blast can turn any fight around as well. So and this is the type of draft I like with Faceless Void, where like not everything depends on the Faceless Void, where Faceless Void is just a nice thing to have. That way, Faceless Void can just kind of throw out like, you know, one-man Chronospheres and stuff like that. But when like games are entirely built around a single Chronosphere, then you need to like make sure you land Chronosphere like 2 or 3 like really important heroes.
All right, UBC smoked up. Oh, McMaster's is smoked up. Noise is gonna pop. There we go. Going for the Fiend's Grip. They're gonna get it onto OD first. Now the Blade Fury coming in at 3, caught inside of the cogs. They're going to be able to get the Chronosphere out, but the Omni Slash comes through. Omni Slash doing a ton of damage. High End will be going down here pretty soon. Yes, they drop the Sandy's Eclipse the Hammer, but yikes. Coming in the back line there, they're going to get Tusk. Shinny Baba, the last one alive, and he's not going to be able to stand up too easily to Viper. Lukey, oh, they have no way to stop him, so he just TP's out. Classic. 4 for 3 trade. McMaster flexing their early game strengths. Unfortunately, High End going down there. If he didn't go down, which it was pretty close, it would have been a great fight. Instead, just about a wash. Small advantage going towards McMaster.
Now they can damage on this bomb tower as well. What was so beautiful of that fight was Face's Void was trying to get the Chronosphere up, but he was constantly getting cancelled up by the Battery Assault.
Yeah.
And by the time he came out, Juggernaut was already Omni slashing, which meant he...
oh, here we go, fight in the bottom. Counter fight, there they go. They get Viper. Lukey trying to TP out, and I don't think they have anything to stop him. So there he goes. UBC at least going to even it up, and in fact, with that kill, I think in the overall engagement, those 2 engagements, should have gotten much more out of it. And they did.
McMaster should have backed up.
1K just for the Viper.
Yeah. McMaster should have backed up once they realized all the other heroes have respawned. Viper go for a Sanjin Yasha. Not too surprising on that one. Just want to push the middle game advantage here on the Viper with additional stats.
Benar is going to find OD. It's banished, but he didn't claim himself a bounty. And we'll go without any death. So, just being annoying. Being a little clockwork. Shinny Baba already has that blink picked up and is working on a Shadow Blade, not too far away from it. They get a Nightmare out of the Shinny Baba. Ancient Apparition is going to take it off, but that means that Vinar is going to be able to hookshot in, separate out Shinny Baba. 2 caught inside the cogs right now. Shinny Baba making his way away. Yikes, trying to chase him down. Shinny Baba, is he going to survive this? He's just hanging out inside the trees. No, they see him again. There we go. Shinny Baba should be absolutely dead. Lukey, the rest of the team Tusk going to be able to escape. But Shinny Baba is the big kill, and McMaster will be able to pick that up. 1K returning back to McMaster. 4K lead for them at this moment. Not much though in this mid game.
Yeah, but I mean, the 5K net worth lead is nothing to scoff at 21 minutes in the game, and if they can constantly push this and take some racks before the cores of UBC can get too out of hand, I think they're looking pretty good here.
There we go, studying. He's going to get the Chronosphere out, but gets nightmared up immediately. He'll get an Ice Blast onto Yikes. Yikes is able to get across the Ice Shard. And now, oh no, he didn't make it with the Lukey Dark Rift out. So Yikes, he still will go down here, it looks like, but he's not going to make it easy. Taking a bunch of damage in the face.
Oh my god.
Could go down. No, he will be able to heal himself off. Omni Slash coming in now, High End catching 2 inside the pit. Big Bun Theory's on the run. They get the hook shot. Oh, Big Bun Theory is not going to be able to get out of here. Sandy's Eclipse gets dropped, but Big Bun Theory goes down. McMaster, they're always getting just a little bit more.
Yeah, that's the beauty of Viper. Even just one hero against like 4 heroes, he wasted that much time forcing the Face's Void away, and everyone was slowed from his corrosive skin. And then by the time the Juggernaut came in, he was able to clean it up with the rest of his teammates.
And Yikes getting caught inside that Chrono. Big immediate response from Nice to Nightmare up the Faceless Void before any damage can come out.
Yeah. Basically, the only damage that was coming out was from Big Bun Theory on the OD, which, you know, is nothing to scoff at, but still, you would love to have a lot more done with Chronosphere.
Yeah, the Ice Blast hit as well, so, like, a couple shots from Faceless would have done it.
Yeah, no, for sure. That really didn't make the difference of Viper just surviving the 5 more seconds, resulting in the cleanup in the end. Battle Fury picked up by High End. Just a little bit late here. He actually went for the Yasha before the Battle Fury, that's why.
Right, McMaster's positioned up aggressively. Vinar's out. Looks like he's trying to go for a gank expedition, but not going to find anyone. A big old stack for his cores. But here we go. McMaster, they're getting these fights, but I feel like they should have a lot more map control than they've claimed at this point. Only a single tier 2. Let's see if they can get that. They kind of did just barely turn on recently, so let's give them a chance.
Yeah. 8k net worth here now by McMaster. I wish Juggernaut didn't go for Battle Fury.
Radiant's bottom tower
I
is
would
under
agree.
attack.
He's with the Sanj right now. Yeah, I would have agreed on something Yasha earlier, and then maybe a Manta. Just go for this complete team fighting build. Go for a Diffusal as well. That would have been great.
Yeah, McMaster does not want to take this as late. In fact, as early as possible.
They find OD in the mid.
Luki, yeah, he's got that Rod of Atos going into the pit immediately. There they go. The Fiend's Grip coming out from Noise and just beating him down with high end.
Top tower is under attack.
These are key pickoffs from the beginning.
Oh,
They
and
even get a
hook shot.
hook shot onto Dragonite, catch him inside the cogs. Dragonite's trying to make his way away. Another Rod of Atos. Luki is just a monster. Oh, the Spirit Vessel alone doing so much damage.
Dire's top tower
Firestorm
is
waves,
falling.
very painful.
Yeah, and that's 2 cores down, mid and the safe lane, which is going to give McMaster a chance to make some damage happen in the high ground here.
Is under attack.
Absolutely. If they force buybacks here, it's another. There we go. One buyback east from
Buyback
Dragon.
and a
Ancient
fortification.
Apparition just caught in the back. Atos doing so much work on Luki right now. Got so many catches. Now they've got a buyback, they've got economic damage, but McMaster still wants to get material damage. They've got another tier 2 up that they might go look to take before they try and press the high ground. But if they haven't done it already, I think they need to back up since OG is respawning.
Yeah, it's still a 10k victory for them.
Is under attack.
I think maybe the next team fight they win, I mean, if they can win it pretty soon here, because fortification is going to be down for a while, they could look for high ground again. Or if not, Roshan is still available for them. No team has yet to contest it. Ice Block coming out just to check that Roshan is by himself.
Both teams not going to have the easiest time taking it. I guess I would give it to McMaster. But McMaster's smoked up. They're ready. They're going.
Yep, looking for a hook shot.
And
They
UBC
use the
knows
flare,
it's
they
coming.
feel.
Yeah, there we go. They're going to be able to get the Fiend's Grip.
Oh my
and
god, that
OG.
cast range.
The oh no, high end it could be going down into the Chronosphere. High end making his way away. He doesn't have his Omni Slash available right now. Not sure what this visual bug I'm having is. But oh, there we go. Omni Slash coming out, doing so much
Oh
damage.
my
High
God.
end is finally going to go down. Vinar comes in with the hook shot, tries to help his buddy out, but he pays as well. They already took down 3 in the back lane, 3 huge targets. And so it will be Faceless Void escaping today. But once again, damage done by McMaster.
Oh, he gets caught actually by sleep.
No. He's going to be slept up. Very good job from Tusk. Tusk could be paying for this with his life. In fact, he very much will.
Yeah, Faces Void overextending. Doesn't die himself, but that's just thanks to his teammate there. And Viper being alive means they can go after this tower push. As I said, if they win on our team fights pretty soon before the fortification comes up, they can easily go take a tier 3, and looks like that's what they're going to do.
Yep, here we go. McMaster's on the high ground, taking their tier 3. Going to be able to put some damage into the melee racks. I don't see how they even stop this melee racks from getting taken.
Yeah, there it goes. And then now they're
They're
looking
gonna-
for even more.
No, I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this one. But maybe they'll be able to get it. Here comes an AA blast, comes in, catches 3. Bane taking a little bit of damage, but studying, just beating up onto Bane right now. Bane gets taken down. They lose themselves a Viper as well. Luki's the sole survivor. Turns around.
He
maybe
canceled his Dark Rift, by the way, Luki, so he doesn't have it available.
It's the Atos out onto Big Bun. We'll be able to have there we go. Pit comes up in just a second. Gets the distance that he needs to stay off Shinibama, but studying is just coming in. Vinar, he's got the cogs on the high ground. No, he doesn't use the cogs on the high ground, but will be able to force UBC back. So, as we said, a little bit earlier, I think would have been the play there, giving up 2 unnecessary kills there.
Yeah. They did take the middle set of racks there and did a lot of damage to the bottom tier 3, but yeah, that maneuver basically won them just a little bit of damage in tier 3 at the bottom. Not worth it.
Vinar's gonna fight Shinibaba again. Spirit Vessel going out, running away from the cogs.
He missed
no one near him.
the Spirit Vessel.
Onto himself.
Time is money.
There's a solo crestfall coming out? No, that's going to be actually Heaven's Elbow on Luki. That's a great item this game against OD, Faceless Void, and Dragon Knight.
Fantastic. Completed already.
Yep. So they're looking for a kill there in top lane, UBC.
Ooh, they're gonna find Vinar, but they're also going to find Yikes. Lots of damage going on Vinar. Oh, there we go. Yeah, catching them both in the Chronosphere. Now Yikes using his Hurricane Pike to get the hell out of there, and he's gonna be good for now. Lukey coming in. He could be in some trouble. They find Big Bun. Are they gonna be able to find Big Bun Theory? They are gonna be able to find Face's Void. Faceless running Noise. He's gonna find him with the Fiend's Grip. There they go, picking up that Faceless. And McMaster's in another position to possibly push down a lane. 70 seconds, so they can at least force the buyback from Faceless Void.
Clockwork trade for Faceless Void, and as a Chronosphere committed as well. Faceless Void is going for a Again Scepter, which I like on a offlane Faceless Void. But yeah, they're going to use this chance to go to Roshan.
Beautiful. Even Sandy's Eclipse used in that fight, so if they wanted to push right after this, I think they've got an okay window. Faces will be up though, relatively quickly. AA Blast gonna come in, it hits high end. High end's just gonna get off of the Roshan. He's not hitting him. It's gonna be Viper with that Aegis. What's worse than killing a Viper? Killing 2 Vipers.
Yeah. The Viper's gonna be very hard to kill. Has 18 armor, 19 armor on him. And 43% magic resist thanks to that
Shini Baba needs to be careful. They are immediately fast tracking it down to the bottom. Vinar, what a perfect hook shot. Dragon Tail comes out onto Vinar before he's able to get his cogs up. Buddy's chasing him down so quickly. Caught inside the cogs. Shini Baba down as well. 60 seconds, no buyback. And now this is an easy push for McMaster.
Yeah, this tier 3 is already super heavily damaged. The UBC is kind of slipping here. They're constantly getting one kill chained into another.
He's gonna get caught in the pit. They get him with the Atos as well. It's just gonna force him back. Lukey. He's the one to head up on the high ground. No, there we go. Studying.
Chronosphere is up.
Fight it up against high end. They've got the chrono, but not confident enough to commit it yet. Yikes should be the one up on this high ground.
Yeah, he's just damaging away. There it goes.
Tower's gone. That buys him a lot of space. Yikes. Okay. Hurricane Pike's over the shards. Lukey once again just being super annoying with that pit as Underlord is wont to do. 10 seconds until the Dragon Knight is back. Even with them back though, do you think they can take this fight? It's really on the chrono. This one is on the chrono.
For sure.
There it comes. It's going to be a 2-man chrono catching 2 of them. But immediately, they get the Fiend's Grip out on the Face's Void, not doing the damage into the tower. They will be able to save him with a Snowball Studying, making his way back. They killed high end already, and now respawn from Yikes. Yikes coming in. Vinar is going to be able to catch up Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight caught, broken, taking a ton of damage. Vinar is going to be able to clean him up. Now up even, looking like he's in some trouble. Vinar is just base rolling into this enemy team. Vinar will finally go down, but bought McMaster the space to either get what they need or get out. I think get out is the call here. But Lukey is still hanging out, studying, trying to go deep on Noise. He gets seen. Lukey's still here, still fighting. He doesn't have the mana for any firestorms. Yikes. There we go. They get the range barracks. It actually gets denied by studying.
Is under attack.
Big Bun has 72 intelligence total on him. You gotta be very, very careful in a long, protracted engagement like that against OD, because this OD is hitting for a huge amount of damage. Thankfully, he used Soundless Eclipse like midway through the fight. But yeah, that's a scary OD right now.
2k gold going over the way of UBC from the end of that fight. They held, cost them a range racks, not the end of the world, and a lot of gold going towards them.
I don't really know about denying that range racks. Honestly.
It was definitely going down.
Was it? Okay, if that is.
They didn't really have a way to get Yikes off of hitting it, and he was just sitting there machine gunning it. I think the last projectile might have even been in the air.
Aegis Scepter is finished on Faceless Void now. So that puts his chrono cooldown into just a minute, which means he can just throw it out.
Yep, that is gonna be that's a big point for UBC because they can't they've got a lot of cooldowns and a high ground defense is gonna be hard without a lot of them, if not most of them. So having that up, having that available pretty much for every high ground hold will be pretty invaluable.
Yeah.
And that's the name of the game for UBC, right? Is hold. That's all they got to do for now.
Yep, no, for sure. I think they do have a superior late game here. But like the problem obviously is that we've been seeing this a lot with UBC trying to get out of their base trying to farm because obviously having a superior late game doesn't matter if your heroes can't get the late game. Look at Shinibaba's level. He's only level 16 on the Dragonite. He's same level as up on the Tusk. I mean, Tusk didn't even take the 40% XP talent. So even without the XP talent, you're at the same level as your poison 4 and only one level above your poison 5.
Underneath the Bane. Yeah, looking at the XP chart, it's really just Shinibaba is pretty far behind, right? Big Bun Theory's doing okay. Faceless Void as well. It's really at this point Shinibaba's utility, and Faceless is the real core, real position 1.
Yeah. It's just like having a late game doesn't matter if you can't get your heroes late game, which keeps on forcing UBC out of their base, which keeps transitioning as kills for the heroes over McMaster. Now I don't think McMaster wants to force another engagement until Roshan happens, because they can take the Roshan, and that forces UBC out of their base, which they'll be comfortable taking the fight there. But they don't want to go high ground without an Aegis. Butterfly finish up for high end.
McMaster smoked up. They're ready to end this game, Golgi. They want to go to game 3. They want to press the reset button. Is it going to be? It is.
No, the
Big
hook
Bun
shot.
Theory is the one who's caught. He's caught inside the cogs, but he's got that Hurricane Pike to get himself out of there. Now, Lukey, he could be the next one to form up. There we go. They find themselves AA. AA's caught inside the pit. They use the Atos on him as well. Here comes the spin. They've got a Astral there to save him for now. High end, making his way away. Vinar comes in. He's going aggressive once again. Vinar takes quite a lot of damage, but they get themselves a gem off of the AA, and now they're ready to fight. They can hit the reset button. AA Blast didn't hit too many of them. Run of Atos once again, catching up on the OD. And they're ready to go. High end's up on the high ground. Spinning and smashing. Now going onto the Juggernaut. Immediately Faceless Void gets nightmared once again. Juggernaut not taking all that much damage. Here comes the snowball. High end still surviving for now. The Omni Slash comes out. It's gonna kill the Tusk. The rest of the team fighting up in the top. High end should be able to survive for now. No, Big Bun Theory once and he gets the banishment. I don't know if that orb hit him. Yes, no! High end is going to survive the fight. They're going to have to buy back on the AA Blast going in right now. Vinar once again is deep in the fight, just face rolling this UBC team. And now, yikes, Lukey, they're up on the high ground, getting the damage in. No! I think they could have got that melee barracks there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was looking scary. Faceless Voice Chrono is about to come up thanks to the Egg Scepter, and they don't know what the Ice Blast cooldown is looking like, so they're just going to play it safe. Yeah, that was so disastrous. They also got the buyback on AA as well. That Juggernaut, I think, would have died to that orb, the final orb from Big Bun Theory, but he actually used Astral, and then that actually prevented the damage from orb from coming out. Of course, he was trying to time it to be right after the orb landing. He would have got the Astral, but he had only like 300 health left on high end, and I think that orb was hitting like 200 pure damage at the very least. So yeah, it would have been close either way.
Oh, they got a Chronosphere on the Clockwork, but yikes is here. AA Blast coming into this Clockwork. It's so tanky right now. In fact, Vinar is fine. They're going to lose themselves a Faceless. Snowball up on the Lukey, although it was a short one. Yeah, Lukey coming in. There they go. Turned it around onto the barrack. Going to the high ground, going to the top lane with nothing really to stop them. They have a buyback available on Faceless Void. Their only hope is to delay this out 30 seconds if they can. Then buy back the Faceless Void, get a big chrono, and turn it around. But is that even possible, Golgi? I don't think so. McMaster's beaten up on the barracks right now. UBC hanging out in the back, looking a little skittish. It looks like we will be going to a game number 3.
Well, that's just the Mega Crystal.
Omni Slash coming into Shinibaba. Shinibaba taking quite a lot of damage. Omni Slash not going to take anyone down. Snowball buying themselves a little bit of time, but the cogs in the back will cut them out a little bit. Vinar once again is all up in this team, making sure that they get at least one kill in the Tusk out of it. And now UBC is pinned back to their base. Tier 4 is going down. Good game. Well played is going to be called. I want to just once again mention and commend Vinar playing this Clockwork so well. He was just unkillable and in the front constantly in everyone on UBC's face.
Yeah, I mean, that final fight there when we saw the Chronosphere on that single